remember every detail of that day. It's etched in my mind for the rest of my life. A typical day, I woke up, took the kids to school. Bobby had shoot around. They were playing the Chicago Bulls that morning. Um, and usually we would meet at a breakfast place. Sometimes David Wesley and his fiance at the time, we would meet at the original Pancake House. So if I didn't meet there, if we didn't meet there, I cooked pancakes. That was his ritual. He had pancakes before every game day for breakfast. And so I have to wait for the call, either meet me at the pancake house or cook the pancakes. And I remember calling him on the phone, no answer. I get a phone call from Shannon Wesley. She was like, I need you to come to my house. Me and David had a fight. And I'm like, y'all always fight. I'm not coming over there. I took my time because I was really kind of concerned. How come Bobby wasn't picking up the phone? And she called back a second time and she was like, Kendall, it's been an accident and I really need you to get to Tavola Road. She said it was bad. And so I literally stopped what I was doing and took off to Tavola Road, which is not even a half a mile down the street from the Coliseum, where they left shoot around. And so there was this voice, Brad, telling me to slow down. I just remember this, it was vivid. I was talking back to this voice. That's how surreal this voice was. And he was like, Bobby didn't make it, and I need you to slow down. And I remember driving up to the scene of the accident right behind the owner's car. I was like, man, the owner's out here? Like, it must be bad. And I could just remember Eldon Campbell, Anthony Mason crying, David Wesley distraught. And I'm like, Eddie Jones, like, to see grown men cry, I was like, this must be really bad. But I didn't see Bobby at the time. I didn't even see his car. I just saw a gentleman they were putting in the paramedics, and I run to the paramedics, and I'm like, clearly it's not my husband. And I just turn, and in my peripheral, I can see his 911 Porsche covered with the tarp. And I could see like his arm hanging out in the driver's seat. And I lost it. There was nothing. Paul Silas, Jerry Eves tried to contain me, and nobody could hold me back. I ran directly to the car, removed the caution tape, took that white sheet off of his body. And Brad, I just couldn't believe that was the love of my life, lifeless in his car. I'm just like, this can't be how it's going to end for me. And I just remember praying with him, and I told him, I'm going to take care of the children. I'm going to take care of the kids. And I just remember God just giving me incredible strength to lift myself up and to plan his funeral. At the time he died, he was only one of 8 players that had a death clause in his contract. And so I knew how much money we had saved up. I've never used my college degree, Brad. I couldn't even mourn because I had this knot in my stomach, like, how am I gonna take care of these kids? Like, the finances. I remember he was on me about the finances. He would make me sit in the financial advisors meeting so I could learn more about the finances, not knowing it was preparing me for this day. And so when I talked to his agent, Mark Bartlestein, he said, Kendall, you're going to be okay. Don't worry about anything. Plan Bobby's funeral. Bobby had a death clause in his contract, and you're going to inherit the rest of his contract. And Brad, I just remember exhaling. Like, that was just a heavy load that was just lifted up immediately. And I planned his funeral, and I was just obedient to whatever I felt led to do. I did it. And I planned his services. One was here in Charlotte. The other one was in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And started a foundation in his honor. And that helped me grieve and deal with his death by keeping his legacy alive. I was able to talk about him, tell people about him, and, show my children, the legacy he left.